Oh my god, you guys are insane. Like, holy guacamole, that video did way better than I imagined it would. Who would have thought a bunch of people would be interested in listening to some random kid talk about his two favorite addictions in one? Well, we all know what happens when anything gets popular. That's right, baby, it's sequel time! Whoa! But no. I'm not making a normal sequel like a series 2. I'm not a basic bitch. I slay with style. So instead, think of this as a spin-off of sorts. Your Honor, I present to you set number 4526, the Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach Accessory Pack. The set includes 64 pieces and 4 minifigures that I originally wanted to include in the CMF series, but couldn't because of space limitations. I'm just rambling at this point, so let's get started already.
Out of the way, you!
The first minifigure I wanted to include was upgraded Glamrock Freddy. What the fuck is he doing here? Oh right, let me just go decommission some animatronics real quick. Alright, let's put this here, this over here, and that looks good over there. Now I just combine these things, and there we go. After fiercely obliterating Freddy's best friends, you get this hunk of a beast. Upgraded Glamrock Freddy. I pretty much took my Glamrock Freddy figure and put some dirt inside. I made every color he had darker, made his bow tie and hands purple, and added a fade effect to his lightning bolt to simulate the paint chipping on his chest. I also did the same effect with his face paint in the head mold. Talking about the head, I changed the size to yellow to show that those are indeed Roxy's eyes. Finally, I added some cracks over his body, and this really cool weathering effect I was able to pull off by using some washes. This was an extremely easy figure to make, but I'm really proud of the final outcome.
These are Roxy's eyes?
Eat your food, bitch! Damn! What you looking crazy for?
Gregory, watch your language at the dinner table.
Gregory really fucked up Glamrock Chica, didn't he? Then again, she probably had the best outcome compared to the rest. Once again, I began by making every color she had darker. After that, it was just a matter of making holes and cracks all over her body. Probably the two most noticeable are these two large holes in her torso exposing the endoskeleton below. These were surprisingly time consuming to draw, as I was first figuring out how I wanted to go about making these holes. After I did the first 5, it definitely became easier to create. Especially the legs. I was relatively sure they were gonna take a day, and in the end they only took 14 hours in total, I think. Not that bad compared to the others. I added the same fade effect I used on Freddy's torso, but on the leg warmers. I ended up using dual molded legs, as otherwise the legs looked incomplete, to say the least. Oh yeah, I had to draw even more lines than I did with Banny at this time. At least they didn't need to be straight lines, as they were supposed to simulate random cracks. Otherwise, this would have taken ages to complete. I will say though, the new head mold was really fun to draw. I got to erase the beak and got to add cracks and fades all over the head. I also made the pupils look cross-eyed to simulate her damaged eyes in-game. I ended the figure by adding the same weathering effect I did with Freddy, but this time, I used darker colors so it would look like Chica was covered in trash. I love the way she came out looking, and I'm really happy because of it. Definitely the best figure I made for the set.
Freddy, get out of my room!
Roxy got hit by a fucking car. That's it. That's all I have to say about this figure. I'm only joking, of course. Well, except for the fact that she got hit by a fucking car. That was actually no joke. Either way, I started by making every color she got darker. Then I sat down, took a deep breath in, and got her ready for the pain that was ahead of me. She has these massive holes on her torso, legs, and arms. So I tried drawing that. I thought I had mastered the art of hole punching, when in fact I couldn't be further from the truth. In total, all the holes took a day and a half to make. It was also sort of my fault since I wanted to include the endoskeleton below the holes, so that definitely took a while. I once again added the same fade effect on her hip and leg warmers. I also had the bright idea to add scratches to the leg warmers. It was really painful, in case you were wondering. Not as painful as having to draw all those lines, am I right? She would have a new tail mold made to show her dead tail below. Then there's the head mold, which was more boring than fun to draw this time. Although making that massive hole where her eyes once were was really satisfying for no other reason except for the fact I fucking hate Roxy. Man, fuck Roxy. All my homies fucking hate Roxy, dude. I used a mix of dark and warm colors for her weathering effect, as I wanted to give it a dirt effect of sorts. This figure definitely took longer than I would have wanted it to, but at least it looks cooler than the original Roxy, right?
Everybody still loves me, right?
There you are. Game over, kid. Don't be scared.
Before we start, I just want to say, poor Monty, man. I know he's the most annoying enemy since you can't stun him, and that he wants to end Freddy Fazbear himself, but he didn't deserve this. He got split in fucking half. His legs are gone.
Reduced to atoms.
Oh, I told him I'm recording. Why the fuck are they calling me?
Hey, Cosmic.
Hello, Strados. What's up?
I was listening to you recording a new vid and...
Wait, you listen to me record my videos?
That doesn't matter right now. I heard you were talking about everything bad Monty did, and it seems you forgot one.
Which is...
the fact that he probably killed Glamrock Bonnie as seen by this message you get in-game. Cosmic? You there?
I'll call you back later. Fuck you, Monty, you deserve this. Why would you fucking do that? Freddy's now sad. What the fuck is wrong with you, you little piece of shit? Sorry about that. As I was trying to say, Monty surprisingly didn't take that long. He only has one massive hole in his torso, so I didn't struggle that much with him. The lines still took forever though. They always do. The sleds are completely gone except for the wires that were left behind, so I just used the hip piece for the legs as I didn't really want to make a new mold. I added some printing on it to try and simulate the wires pouring out, which kinda worked, I guess. The new head mold was kinda tedious to design since past me decided to merge the face and the glasses layer of the original drawing I made for it, meaning I had to remove the glasses and redraw everything from there. Either way, I really liked the way the head turned out. I also decided to add Wolverine claws as he has some long pointy fingers, just as Burn Trap. Not as pointy though. For the weathering, I used orange and green for the wash, as I kinda wanted to give the illusion that he fell into swamp water since, you know, alligator. I also wanted to include an accessory for him, as I believe this is a special situation, unlike the others. So for his accessory, I gave him his lifeless, fallen, severed legs. I used the same fade effect I've been using all over the scales to make them look erased, I guess. Then I just added some massive holes and cracks, the same weathering effect I used on the rest of the figure, and boom, severed legs. This might have been a really simple figure, but I had a super fun time making and designing it.
Start the new rescue helicopter. Hey, build the helicopter.
For the build of the set, I wanted to include something special. So, I Legofied all 3 blueprints you can find in the parts and service room. I made this neat little table inspired by the one found in the Sanctum workshop set to hold the blueprints in. They would be attached to these 2x1 bricks with studs on the side. I also included this crate that would hold a severed staff bot head through a loose connection. This is a neat little reference to the head you could pick up in Roxy's Raceway that allowed you to save after 6 AM. This was a truly amazing bug that saved so many gameplays, and I wanted to include it out of respect. RIP staff bot head bug, you will be missed. This might be a really simple build, but I'm really satisfied with the way it came out. Especially those blueprints. Personally, I think they look awesome. Well, I guess that does it. Once again, thank you for the massive support on the last video. I'm barely even starting with this YouTube stuff. I already have another 2 to 3 projects in the works. So, if you want to see that, all you have to do is beat the shit out of that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. While you're down there, why don't you also give the video a like? It helps out a ton. If you want to see more of me, I also have an Instagram and Twitter where I post channel updates, random renders, and where I let you guys decide my next project. The links are in the description down below. I'd also like to give a shout out to my friend Strados, aka that handsome fellow you saw during the video. He makes some great gameplay videos where he plays Greedfall, Watch Dogs, and most recently FNaF Security Breach. I actually also did a collab with him where we both played through FNaF Security Breach, so if you want to see me get scared to death by Moon, go check it out. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to stay awesome and creative. Until we meet again, fellow LEGO enjoyers.